What's up everybody, welcome back to the back nine. If you haven't checked out the front nine already, make sure to go do that first. And thanks for stopping by the channel, I appreciate you tuning in and just following along with the disc golf journey. It's good fun for me and hopefully I can keep making more of these, but we're at Pine Rivers Park currently. We're sitting at even after the front nine, which is okay, one birdie, one bogey. The rest kind of uneventful pars, so let's hope we can turn it around on the back nine. We start off with par 5, the only par 5 on the course. It's a bit of a beast of a hole. You throw out through this initial gap, and then once you get to there, it's just a wide open field. One mando way down the fairway that you got to be right of, but if you can get through this initial gap and stay in the fairway, it sets up for some nice big shots, which is a lot of fun. And you just don't want to go right. There's danger on the right, so you just want to stay out of there, and then you should be set up for birdies, hopefully. So let's see how we go. I'm gonna go a bit aggressive off the tee. Usually I just throw sort of a controllable fairway driver, but if I can hit the gap with the nuke, we'll get a bit more distance and hopefully the risk pays off. Alright, you won't be able to see much, but that's okay. Yep, missed that. Oh yeah. Wow, yep, that's way out there. That was awesome. Hey guys, this is like prime time drive. Yeah, we're way out here, so gonna take nuke again. Different nuke this time. Hopefully just get it super straight, pushed far, get some skip to the left. The basket is sort of off to the left. We're playing now to the basket that we played on hole 1, which is the short forehand hole. So going back to the baskets again, but playing from different tee pads. So going way down there in the distance, and all you got to be is right over. There's a mando gum tree just on the left, so just got to stay right of that. Oh, dang. Messed up a bit, released it nose up a bit high, and I thought it was going to miss the mando, but it just actually hit the tree, which isn't great, but hit the tree, past the mando, try and get up and down for a birdie. I'm just going to take my Hornet here, overstable mid-range-ish, and just try and hyzer it round to the left and get it to sort of skip or fade into the basket. That's the goal. You probably can't see the basket, I apologise, but there we go. Oh, it's flat. No. That was not a good shot, man. Oh. Let's try it with something else. Let's see if the felon can get there. A bit fast, but. Yeah, okay. Oh, man. That's parked. That rolled right under the basket. I know the light is fading a bit now, so I'm not sure how much if we'll get through the whole round, but yeah, definitely should have thrown a faster disc from that spot, especially as I was going from a standstill. I couldn't generate as much power, so mid-range wasn't the play, fairway driver was the play, but now we've got this cool little gap lined up here to try and make another step putt birdie. So I'll probably block y'all for the putt, but if it goes in, I'll let you know. Oh, so close again. Hit cage. Oh. Hit cage twice, let's go. So guys, this is where the felon ended up. So that would have been parked for a birdie, which is a shame. But here's where the putts landed after bouncing off the cage. So another par, which is a real shame after such a good drive. And then just sort of 2 very mediocre shots, and you know, we get a par. So it's a shame, but that's all right. On to hole number 11. This one's from the long tee, so playing to number 2's basket again from a longer tee, so it just adds an extra gap to hit, and hopefully we can get a nice 6 sort of turnover shot all the way down there. All right, hole number 11. I'm not sure if I said 11 or 12 before, but hole 11 is a par 4, 124 meters. You just want to, it's a very tight tunnel to hit. You kind of go over hole 2's tee pad and then follow hole 2's fairway down to the basket. If you get something really good down there, you might be able to get down there for a circle 2 look for birdie. But I'm just going to throw the passion and hopefully just get it out flat and hard and have it turn to the right on its own. Oh, dang. Early released it, had a good line, but too early and it hit a tree and went off to the side. So I forgot about the water that runs through this fairway. My disc is, you can kind of see it in there. So I'm gonna get my shoes and socks off and do a forehand flex shot maybe up to the basket hopefully. I'm not gonna film it because it's still muddy and wet here, so I'll check back in once I've done the approach shot. Wow, I'm slipping all over the place, but guys, I wish I had a video of that shot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, standing, feet in the water, pulled out my get freaky zone, walking through the water now, and just hit it on a flex line, and it just gave it some speed, some power, and it just followed the fairway, and I think went just like under or just past the basket from way back out of position. Thankfully we had a nice little gap to go through though, but man, that was so sick, and I didn't have it on video, so according to this video I probably still am an intermediate level player, but this is a pretty sick shot. Let's see where it ended up. I think it went just past the basket, but man, we should have a, oh, it's under it. Oh my goodness, it's under it. Let's have a look, look. Hold on, where are we? There's the disc, there's the basket. Let's do it. There we go, all right. Not bad, tap in birdie, what a scramble. We are at 1 under now, so doing well. All right, we're on hole number 12 now, I think. Yes, I'm barefoot from that, so I haven't got my shoes on yet, so we'll play this hole barefoot. It's starting to rain as well, so this might be the last hole for now, and we'll come out and film the rest of it another time. But we're on hole 12/hole 3, so we're going to the right side of the Mando this time, so throwing a backhand stable down the right side, hopefully have it push through the gap that is not really existent and get down close to the basket. Oh, yank it. Okay. We completely missed the gap, but we fought all the way through and we're on probably circle 2 for a birdie. So actually, like, somehow I got through crazy gap. I'm actually pushed a little bit long, so right on the bush line here. You can just see the basket. It's got a bit of some leaves in the way, so not much of a look, but see what we can pull out. Scuba, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, okay, let's park for a par. Oh, okay. That one was in line, just a little bit low. There you have it, another par. Still at 1 down. We'll play one more hole and then probably head home. All right, I believe we're on hole number 13, I think, hole number 13. Not sure the distance, it's pretty long. I actually lied before, this is a par 5 as well, I believe, so there's 2 par 5s on the course. There's actually a sweet hole. It's going to be the last one for now, and we'll come back and film the rest later. But basically, there's a clump of trees in the middle here. You can either throw a backhand to the right of them and have it come through a little sort of a gap, which leads out to hole 4's tee pad. Or you can throw a forehand like I'm going to throw to the left side, hopefully get into a gap there. Bit of an easier gap to hit, but then it makes the second shot a bit longer. So sort of choose which one you want to go for. I'm going to go for the forehand, and that also makes sure I don't miss the Mando as well, which is sort of on the far right on a clump of trees. So that probably didn't make any sense, but hopefully we'll get in the fairway with this shot. I'm going to throw my Hades on a forehand so that it sort of pushes around the corner and then hyzes and lands in the fairway. Wow. I mean, it was a sick shot. But I just like stood up way too straight. I put a bit too much power on it, maybe a bit too flat, and it just pushed really straight. So we're not in the fairway, so we'll see what we've got. All right, so that was a great shot, but not a great result where it ended up. Pushed a bit too far left of the intended fairway. So, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but I don't really have anything here. There's not really any options. Kind of want to try and play it safe-ish, but I don't want to just pitch out to the fairway, so I'm going to try Avenger SS Roller. So you're not going to be able to see where it goes, but we're going to try and just hopefully miss the initial trees. I don't know. Get a roller down and see where it ends up. Oh, dang it. Well, we got through the initial gap, but then bonked into a tree. This is an awful lie. Got this big, all these leaves in front, stuck behind a tree. I just want to throw my Hades understable on a forehand sidearm on an Annie, and hopefully I can just get around this stuff here and end up somewhere down there with a shot to the basket for a par. Okay, there's really no good angle to show you because I'm stuck right up against this tree here. Probably got about 50 meters-ish left to the basket, so, and I'm just going to have to do a standstill in a really awkward spot. I'm hopefully just going to throw this zone forehand, just get down there, get the par, get out of here. Not being a good hole, really awkward. So we're going to stand here. I'm just going to throw over you. The basket's behind the camera. Oh, missed that. Oh, hit it. Yep, okay. Up and down for bogey now. We ended up, basket is in behind there. So we got to try and get it up and down for bogey now. So not a great hole, gonna take us back to even, but I mean, look at that. Wow. I mean, the camera doesn't even do it justice, but that is so pink. That's beautiful. Makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Let's see if we can get this up and down and take a bogey and move on to the next one. Okay, that's up there. I apologize for the poor lighting. This quality is probably awful, but we're tapping in here for 6, which is a bogey. Go shaky, but we made it. 2 or else it's luck. All right. Okay, we are here now on hole number 14 at Pine Rivers Park. It's a new day, but we're out here to finish off the back 9 for you guys. Still sitting at even after the first, 13 holes. We're here on hole number 14, I think I said. It's 117 meters. Again, the path on the right, which runs all along the right and past the basket, is out of bounds. So I'm going to try a forehand and with my nuke and hopefully have it sort of stand up a little bit, push, and then fade in towards the basket and not go out of bounds. So that's the hope. That's good. Oh, that's so good. Wow. That could be my best ever shot on this hole. Man, it stood up perfectly, flipped a little bit to the left, faded back, and it should be under the basket. Don't know how much you could see, but that was a sweet shot. This is unreal. Oh my goodness, 117 meters right next to the basket. Jomo's nuke, and that is a tap-in birdie, folks. And we are sitting at 1 under. Let's go. We're at hole number 15 now. It's a par 4, 148 meters. It's actually one of the, probably the hardest birdies to get on the course, one of the coolest holes. As you can see, you go through this initial gap and it sort of opens up to a clearing where the shorter tee pad was. Then from there, it's either over the top spike hyzer or through a low tunnel to try and get through for the birdie. But getting out this initial gap is sort of priority number 1. Actually, I'm going to throw a flex forehand so it finishes more on the right side to open up the over the top shot, hopefully. So. Oh, that was obviously, way too much angle. But we somehow curled out into the middle. That would be a tricky shot. So yeah, if you can't tell, I did not progress very far down the fairway. I think we're going to go Hades and just hopefully push straight and then see where we end up. That could be in the water. That was a really nice shot, but it just turned over more than I thought and ended up on the right side. Hopefully it didn't end up in the water. Wow guys, that is crazy. This is where my disc ended up. Like probably just outside circle 2. I was looking, spent quite a few minutes looking just down below here, thinking that it had gone into the water or something. I couldn't see it for ages, and then must have flexed back at the end around the trees, and we just landed up in like an awesome spot. So it should be an easy par, actually give me a chance for birdie. So that is really fortunate. I don't think that's the tournament play, but it worked out today, which is awesome. Yeah, just short, but tap in par. Okay, hole 16, still 1 under. It's a par 3, 90 meters, sitting up on the hill again. Water and reeds on the right, technically out of bounds, and basically means a lost disc, so you don't want to go there. Basically, I'm just going to take my felon again, throw it on a wider hyzer, hopefully beat the last tree and skip in towards the basket and get up near the top of the hill. Okay, not a good throw, released way too early. The edge control, there we go. Okay, 2 holes to go. We're on to hole 17. And I realised that I actually played these in the reverse order, hole 8 and hole 17. So usually for the league day layout, hole 8 plays from the long tee and hole 17 plays from the short tee, but I did them reverse, so I'll just adjust the scores as necessary. But hole 17, probably the toughest hole on the course. It's par 4, 169 meters. You play sort of straight down this tunnel, trees on both sides, water on the right. So if you kick right, lost disc essentially. Basically a good landing zone is to land near the short tee pad and then have an approach from there about 80 meters or so to the basket. So I'm going to throw just my buzz, a bit of a slower disc. Hopefully I just have it push nice and straight and land near the tee pad. Oh no. Oh. That is no good. That was so early. Oh, I just rushed it and it is way left. So now we're just scrambling. I mean, this is an awful spot. As you can see, I've ended up in the jungle. Well, I've progressed maybe 40 meters off the tee pad, kicked left into the bushes, and I'm still way away from the basket. So I think it's just to try and pitch out to the fairway, then have a shot there, maybe try and get par, but most likely bogey. I'm just going to take Captain's Trap through. Highs are just like almost go horizontal, 90 degrees to get it out to the fairway. Yeah, okay, we got out, but I think pushed a little bit deep actually. I kind of went past the fairway, so it's going to be another scramble shot from there. Oh, go left and skip. Ah, it was just too low and too flat. That was not a bad line though, which is it's a tricky shot because there's a hill that like it's just behind the basket. It's not too steep, but if you sail past that, you're going a bit long of the basket. I want to get this to bring it back to par, but I could just take my medicine and get the bogey. So I think we'll kind of give it a bit of a soft go, as they say. Right, come on. Oh no, that's gone. Yeah, that was too much height. That's down the hill, so hopefully it didn't roll too far. Okay, so we didn't end up going too far past, which is good. Cool. Make it in. Yeah. An unfortunate bogey, but what can you do? Back to even. One more hole to go. Alright, we made it. I'm in the swampland again. We're on to hole 18, the last hole of the round, last hole of the video. It's a shorty. It's only, I think, 60 meters. Yeah, but it's extremely muddy around where the tee pad area is meant to be. It's not an actual tee pad, so we'll see how we go. I'm just going to have to do standstill. It's a forehand little sort of tip hyzer around to the peninsula, I guess you call it peninsula green. So we'll take the captain's raptor because we're going into a strong headwind. Oh, it's early. Oh, it's done. Oh. Oh, it was a bad shot. Oh my goodness. I got my feet. Holy moly. Terrible shot. It actually flipped up a little bit. Missed all the trees. The early release said missed the trees though, and I think it's close to the basket. So. Well, we got very lucky. Ended up about 5 feet away, 6 feet away. Big headwind though. That makes these putts even trickier. Well, we got lucky there. I'm sorry about all the wind. Hopefully it's not too loud, but we got lucky. I mean, still, despite the wind, it's an amazing afternoon. It's nice to see some blue skies, and I mean, just look at this. It looks amazing. We finished at 1 under, so that's pretty good. Not too shabby out here. That'll be rated reasonably well. But that'll bring it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you all coming to check it out. And I say that in faith that there's not just one person watching, but thanks so much. Be sure to tune in again for more videos coming out soon. But for now, we'll see you in the next one.